So the Moist Criticals, aka Penguinz0 situation is crazy, is how Charlie would probably start his video. But anyway, just came across this video on the r/YouTube drama subreddit, and it's titled Bentelek calls out Penguinz0 for ruining his career and being a creep.
Today I want to talk about someone. His name is Charles White. He made a video slandering me over a year ago, but the damage it caused still affects me, my career, and my mental health to this day, which is why I'm making this video.
And here was that damage.
I've thrown on the formal attire today because we need to discuss something very important. A huge loser named Bentelek. Big goofball, weirdo, lame-mo, behemoth creep. He is a big TikTok creator, and that's a word I'm using very loosely here, with 11 million followers, and I'm sure only people under the age of 10 have ever heard of him before. What he's become known for over the years is looking at tweets or comments, reading them out, and then going, hehehe, yeah. That's literally it.
And apparently, this is what destroyed his career.
Bentelek recently made a podcast, I suppose, and he invited someone on named Jordan Max.
Apparently this guy I've never heard of till today had some type of podcast a year ago or so, of which Charlie, aka Penguinz0, brought a lot of attention to, in conjunction with a story related to him being exposed by this girl by the name of Jordan Max. And apparently allegations started coming out regarding him being a creep towards women. Specifically, one of the women he decided to invite on his podcast, Jordan, who just so happens to be an OnlyFans creator, and not gonna lie, this was pretty cringe.
So this horny little goblin asks her before going on the podcast, do you want to make a video for OnlyFans? To which she says, when? He says, today. And then she's saying, no, you need to be tested within the last 14 days and have an OnlyFans creator account. But then he says, I mean a video for your page. Oh, what a benevolent saint. He was actually just thinking about her the whole time. He thought this would be a good opportunity for her to make some OnlyFans content with the great Big Bentelek. So she says, doing what? And he goes, I don't know what performs best on your page.
So at this point in time, he invited this girl, she's an OF girl, to his podcast. And the sly devil himself, Bentelek, thought it would be a bright idea to request a small little performative video to be posted to her OnlyFans page, since, you know, she's already in the business. She's clearly a professional. Why not ask her to, you know, make a little freebie video for the fans? Do a little 1-2 Adam 22 before heading on over to the podcast studio. Possibly clap some cheeks, rub some meat. As you can imagine, this really caught her off guard, as she was just only fully expecting to come on his podcast and talk about whatever he wanted to talk about, have a, you know, regular conversation that people usually do on podcasts, but I guess he had other ideas.
It seems to me like the whole podcast existence is only here as a way of trying to get Bentelek laid. So he tries to leverage his big follower count to then invite on OnlyFans models and then ask if he can make content with them. It's pretty pathetic stuff, but we're only just beginning.
Honestly, bro, if that is the strat that you are trying to use in order to clap some cheeks as a YouTube creator, TikTok creator, influencer, whatever the hell you want to call yourself, then that is truly pathetic. I mean, good God. If you are interested in sexual relations with a woman, or a man if you're into that stuff, please be very direct with the person you're trying to engage in relations with, and don't try to act like, oh, we're friends, we're just gonna have a simple conversation on a podcast. I just want to talk about the weather, politics, philosophy, health and nutrition, you know, Joe Rogan type stuff. That's all I want to do. Don't act like that if your ulterior motive is to do bedroom origami. I mean, I think it's only fair.
He continues by saying, I was just thinking you're helping me with doing a video for my YouTube, so maybe I could help you with your OnlyFans. And she replies, I'm good, thanks. So then he goes, no worries. And then, hey, I'm gonna do the pickle video with someone else, thanks though. To which she asks, why?
Bro, holy shit, that is awkward as fuck. So this guy really only invited her to the podcast with the sole purpose to clap her cheeks and for her to just go along with it. And if she declined, on to the next. I mean, honestly, it's just pretty pathetic, disgusting, slimy behavior. Personally, me, I like being direct with women. I like letting my motives be known. The whole playing the beating around the bush, ulterior motives, leaving things up in the air, open-ended, is not my type of style. And guys who act like that, leading women into one direction reaction, pulling off the mask, and surprising the fuck out of him with something else entirely different than what was expected are just lame as hell to me. Sorry. I just find that kind of behavior absolutely reprehensible. But now we have this guy here in 2025. This video was made a year ago. Charlie exposed him, or at least brought it to the wider YouTube audience, and now he's out here on Reddit crying. Oh my god, Penguinz0 destroyed Mike. No, bitch. He didn't destroy your career. You did. Sorry, bud. This is what accountability looks like.
This person has caused real life problems because of the narrative he spun on YouTube, making me out to be a creep. This has led to me being shadow banned on YouTube for quite some time, because since Charles promotes hate and harassment, people who watch his video about me come to my channel and report my videos. Let me give you an example. This video did millions of plays on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, but the same video only did 13,000 plays on YouTube, even though I have 3 million subscribers.
Well, that's unfortunate. Listen, we all know that YouTube, the algorithm, works in mysterious ways, and we know that it's not completely automated. It can be manually manipulated. This is a well-known fact. So if this is the case, and he's been shadow banned on YouTube despite the amount of subscribers he's had on his channel, then it is what it is. I really don't agree with YouTube or, the algorithm shadow banning channels for drama that they may or may not have been involved in. But my guy, you kind of brought this on yourself. You invited a OnlyFans chick to your podcast with the sole intent and purpose to clap her cheeks. She rejected you, and then you just ghosted her saying, fuck out of here, you're not coming on my podcast. Well, he didn't really say all that, but he said, no thanks. Well, I'll be doing the pickle fucking interview, whatever the hell that is, with somebody else who was willing to give up the cheeks. Clearly he didn't say all that, but that is exactly what he was trying to say.
He made up a story reading fake screenshots from Twitter that I started a fake podcast to get girls, OnlyFans girls specifically, to come and hook up.
Bintellect uses this podcast as a way of just like the whole podcast existence is only here as a way of trying to get Bintellect laid.
I later put out a video explaining that Jordan Max had put out fake screenshots and debunked the theory that I started this podcast because that came from me actually starting a podcast with Maria Smith, a friend of mine. I literally put out an apology video because I was sick and tired of the endless harassment. I wouldn't be respecting myself if I didn't speak my truth. Because the truth is, there's a lot of people who unfollowed me because of Penguinz video. I wouldn't wish the harassment that I received on any person I've ever met. A lot of fans have recommended that I sue Charlie. Other commentary channels even make videos detailing the damage. I would argue that Charlie reading strangers' private text messages makes him and his followers more of a creep than me texting a girl who showed interest in me while I was single. And we're both legal adults. But there's an idiot born every second, and a lot of them are following Moist Critical.
So he tries to leverage his big follower count to then invite on OnlyFans models. He just wants to have with these women. And he's using his podcast as a vessel to try and...
So first things first, I just want to make this entirely clear. I'm not entirely sure if those screenshots are fake or not. I will say that the video is still up on Penguinz0's channel, and it is titled Huge Loser with 16 million views, and it was uploaded in 2023. So this was a year and a half ago or whatever. Now, given the state of YouTube and the climate that we're in, and YouTubers being sued left and right for defamation and libel, if this Bintellect guy had a case against Penguinz0, Charlie, aka Moist Criticals, then I'm pretty sure he would have sued him a long time ago. This would have been an easy lick, an easy bag. Charlie's a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and he has a lot of money. So if this was actual fake doctored screenshots that truly defamed Bintellect, this would have been an easy multi-million-dollar case against him, and he probably would have won. Which begs the question, why have you not sued Charlie yet if this is such a fabricated story that doesn't reflect your character and what you were trying to do with this girl, Jordan Max? I don't know. This seems very confusing to me. Somebody in the comment section about 20 hours ago, because this is like a fairly new story popping up again, they say they're confused too. They say, I don't get it. He says the messages were fake, then he says that he apologized. Why are you apologizing about someone making fake screenshots about you? Can somebody give us the TLDR of the drama of how this guy is in the right? Then somebody responded back by saying, if I remember correctly, Bintellect was called out by several other content creators for sending them incredibly creepy texts to the point where it was basically sexual harassment. Charlie did what he does a lot. He talked about the drama, giving it more eyes. This was a while ago, and the content that Bintellect called a career that he is saying is now destroyed was him stealing other people's videos and point at them. So I've never seen this guy's videos before. I don't know what he really does. But here's an example of one of his most popular videos titled, If Companies Were Honest. So I suppose this is the type of content he posts.
If companies were honest. Hot Pockets, every bite is a different temperature, yes. Chick-fil-A, you always crave it on Sundays. This is a fact. IKEA, we throw in extra parts just to mess with you. It's not okay. Netflix, spend more time searching than actually watching. Gosh. Target, expect to buy one thing, pay for 30 items. This happens every time.
Does anybody else find this guy's voice incredibly annoying? Why does he talk like Nature Valley granola bars, crumbs everywhere?
Nature Valley granola bars, crumbs everywhere.
And how is that even funny, bro? Why are you just laughing at the most random thing ever, bro? Like, this shit is not funny at all, my guy. Like, what?
McDonald's.
I know he's not laughing at this shit, bro.
Because you only have $4. Facts. Lay's flavored air. Oh my god.
Yeah, ha 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 ha. Very funny. And apparently this is what his career was. This is now, his saying has been destroyed by Penguinz0 because of the video he made a year and a half ago exposing his creepy behavior with women. To me, it just seems like this guy was desperate for the Gucci, man. He had ulterior motives with these girls, these OF girls he was trying to bring on his podcast. Eventually one of them exposed him and Charlie picked up the video and now he's trying to blame Charlie. Oh my god, the screenshots were fake. Hey, it's looking like there may be some validity to the story considering you haven't sued Charlie yet. You got exposed and seems as though that nobody has come to your defense yet. But anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below about this video. What do you think about the story, ladies and gentlemen? Kind of weird to me, but hey, we do live in a society. Anyway, like, sub to the channel. Any other topics you want me to talk about, you already know what to do. And until next time, everybody, stay safe out there.